Did you know that some of the global greatest entrepreneurs starting out as engineers? Today we are going to focus on how this unique combination can lead to revolutionary innovations. Hello everyone and welcome to our podcast. Today we have a special episode that promises to inspire all engineers and entrepreneurship enthusiasts. I am excited really to introduce engineer ÖZYILMAZ, who is a Turkish man, a dynamic innovator who has a successful combination his technical expertise with his passion for entrepreneurship. In this episode, our podcast, I will talk about Isai's entries experience that a challenge he faced while in launching his first business and valuable lessons. What they get the lesson he's learning along the way. Whether you are engineering student or aspiration entrepreneurship, get ready to discover. Please get ready to discover practical podcasts revising insight that could transform your approach to career and business. Okay, so stay with us as we focus on this podcast. Welcome this new podcast, Engineer ÖZYILMAZ. You're welcome. Can you tell us about your background in engineering and how it preparation you for entrepreneurship?
I studied engineering because I have always had a passion for solving problems and working on innovative projects. During my studies and early career, I gained a strong foundation in critical thinking, analytical skills, and attention to detail, which are all crucial in business. Engineering taught me how to approach challenges systematically, which I later realized could be applied to entrepreneurship as well.
Wow, that's good. What inspired you to make the transition from engineering to entrepreneurship?
The shift happened when I started noticing problems in the industry that weren't being addressed. I realized that as an engineer, I couldn't only solve these problems technically, but also create solutions that had commercial potential. The idea of building something from scratch and watching it grow into a successful venture really appealed to me.
That's great. About you, for what challenge did you face when you starting first business, and how did you overcome from them? I know when you start the first thing, they are the biggest, they are the challenge for you. Can you tell me the challenge when you face for you starting in terms of first business?
Okay. One of the biggest challenges was securing funding and learning how to pitch my ideas to investors, which was very different from solving engineering problems. I also had to learn about business management, marketing, and dealing with customers, things I hadn't been exposed to as an engineer. I overcame these challenges by surrounding myself with experienced mentors and continuously learning.
That's really good. But about you, how do you your engineering skills exactly in your business decisions for you?
Engineering has taught me to break down complex problems into manageable parts and find efficient solutions. This approach is incredibly useful in business, where you constantly face challenge. Whether It's streamlining operations or developing new products. My technical background gives me a unique perspectives on problem solving and decision making.
Okay, I think I would like to ask me about you one question. The best question is, what advice would you give to engineering who are considering entrepreneurship but feel unsure because they are the engineer who want to be entrepreneurship? Can you give me the advice?
My advice would be to go for it, but don't feel like you have to do it all at once. Start small, maybe with a side project, and build your confidence. Leverage your engineering skills, but also invest time in learning about the business side of things, like marketing, sales, and finance. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to ask for help from those who have experience in entrepreneurship.
That is good answers. It's another question who is uh, what what the key lesson have you learned in from the balance technical project with a demo running the business? Can you tell me about these questions?
Uh, the biggest lesson is time management and prioritizing tasks. In engineering, there is a focus on precision, but in business, you often need to make decisions quickly with the information you have. It's important to strike a balance between focusing on technical details and driving the overall business forward.
Really, that is a good idea. But can you tell me that we are right now we are the end of our podcast. What do you see as the future of the engineering and entrepreneurship, especially with emerging the this new technological? Can you tell me? Can you answer this question?
I think the future is incredibly exciting, especially with advances in artificial intelligence, automation, and green technology. Engineers who also embrace entrepreneurship will be at the forefront of creating solutions for some of the world's biggest challenges, like climate change and technological innovation. There are so many opportunities for engineers to start business in these emerging fields.
Thank you so much for your contributions to this podcast.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us today for this podcast episode with ÖZYILMAZ. His experience reminds us that the passion and engineering can open doors, the endless opportunity. Remember, every challenge is a chance to learning and grow. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe and share it with your friends. That lesson are you taking away today for our own experience? Let us please in comment. See you soon for another episode.